Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your Love Tarot reading for December 2022. I hope you're feeling good and living fabulously. This is a general love reading for all Gemini. Feel free to take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. Keep in mind that the individuals and energies identified in the reading may be swapped, and the intensity of the situation may vary. In this first column, we explore the focus of your love life this month. You have influence. You also have Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and Ace of Swords. In this second column, we uncover what's making you more desirable. You have Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. You have Spirit of Cups, which is the equivalent of the Queen of Cups. You have Eight of Cups and Death Rebirth. In this third column, we see the lessons you're learning about intimacy. You have the Empress. You also have the Hermit, Six of Swords, and Seven of Cups. The card at the bottom of the deck, which is the influencing energy, is the Five of Cups, which is kind of like sadness, loss, looking at the past. So let's see how that kind of ends up with this reading, because it seems like you've got pretty good cards here. So the focus of your love life being influence, this kind of indicates other people are involved, saying things that are good about you, maybe saying things not so good about you. You have the Three of Pentacles, and that kind of indicates working with others to create something, greater than you can build yourself. So that kind of suggests that there are people involved and something is possibly getting exaggerated. You have the Five of Swords here. And this is a concept of winning at all costs, a false sense of victory, kind of being, cruel to others just to come out on top. And then you have the Ace of Swords here. So this is a sense of victory, clarity, and truth. So I'm going to do some clarifications here. And seems that your love life is the hot goss in December. Let's take a look at the Three of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles here. So this is kind of the card of wondering if something's even worth the effort. So if, that is the rumor going around, maybe that you don't put in effort, because it's saying here that what makes you more desirable is giving with gratitude and grace. So let's take a look at what this Five of Swords has for us. You have the Ten of Wands, and this is another card of effort, putting in extra time, extra energy. So it may be that, to some degree, if there is kind of people talking about you, it may be that you become overly concerned with it and you're putting in a lot of energy trying to figure out what they're saying, exactly who, exactly what. And that's like the Five of Swords energy of trying to, get, kind of like that concept of winning at all costs as opposed to just letting things roll off your shoulder. But let's take a look at the Ace of Swords. You have the Five of Cups, which was the influencing energy of this reading. So it seems that, to some degree, just kind of looking at some loss of your past, something where you're like just taking the time to look at what's there and what might hurt your feelings. It's really going to easily, maybe not easily, it's going to ultimately come out what the truth is. And it seems like that might open a lot of other doors for you, maybe seeing things in a different perspective. So, perhaps it's one of those things that something that you think isn't great might not be great in the moment, but actually helps you to see something better. So here, this turkey spirit, giving with gratitude and grace, that's the ticket for you to be more desirable. With the Spirit or Queen of Cups here, this is about really coming from the heart, emotionally connected to others, trusting your intuition, nurturing and caring for your relationships, and I'm like putting in time, putting in effort for that. And here with the Eight of Cups, there seems to be something that needs to be left behind or just let go of that doesn't serve you. And you also have this Death Rebirth card, which is about loss and transformation. So, maybe this influence here, the thing that is the focus of your love life, could be someone in your social circle, a friend, someone you thought was a friend of a friend. Maybe you're kind of realizing that that's someone that you need to not have in your life. So let's see how that would make you more desirable. Let's see. Right here, I want to take a look at this Spirit of Cups. You have the Four of Swords. And this kind of like, having time for yourself, kind of clearing your head, getting away from the influences of other people, drama of other people, and really coming up with a new story, a new version for yourself. Let's take a look at the Eight of Cups. You have the High Priestess. So in the traditional Eight of Cups card, there is an individual kind of, I think it's like there's a sun and moon. Maybe it's like a solar eclipse. And here you can see the crescent moon, so the waning, the waxing, the full moon for the High Priestess. And it's really about trusting your intuition and following your intuition on that. You don't need all the facts. It's not going to come out that whatever you do or doesn't do is ultimately going to be good for you. It's not like someone's going to give you approval other than your higher self, your intuition. So let's see about this Death Rebirth. You have the Queen of Swords, and that's a card of confidence, speaking your truth, having your heart and mind like balanced, working together. And what I'm noticing about this Death Rebirth is you've got these like turkey feathers here. So in terms of this affecting your desirability, it's almost as if knowing that you are worth, or actually just knowing what your self-worth is, knowing that your heart is worth protecting, that your intuition is something that is worth listening to, and other people, their opinions, their drama isn't really worth listening to you, will bring you to a place of being more confident. Maybe you really kind of talk to your friends a lot, or you do talk to your friends a lot about, is this something you should do? Is this something you shouldn't do? Should you pursue this person? How does this person possibly feel about you? And really kind of this give with gratitude and grace is more about you kind of having a relationship with yourself, of giving yourself credit to know how you feel and to believe that you have your own best interest in mind, and that being in touch with your intuition and how you feel as opposed to other people's perception is going to make you more confident, more desirable. And that leads us to the lesson you're learning about intimacy. So you have the Empress here. This is about, beauty, love, fertility, creativity, and this is a card of self-love, kind of recognizing that you have everything you need, you can create everything you need, you can find everything you need, and that basically to make sure you're paying attention to yourself, that you're pampering yourself a little bit. You also have here the Hermit. This is another card of kind of like being on your own, pulling away from the crowd, the drama, the opinions of others, and really taking a look at that heart chakra up there, being in tune with your heart, what your heart wants, paying attention to you. And with the Six of Swords here, it does kind of indicate like moving forward and healing, being in a transition point, not exactly knowing where you're going, but knowing that it's a better place than where you were. You also have the Seven of Cups, which indicates illusions and illusions, daydreams, things that you want but aren't really putting action in towards. But if you are kind of following what your heart wants, trusting yourself, then it leads you to exactly the right cup to choose. So let's clarify this Seven of Cups here. You have Ace of Swords again. So it seems like you will be getting more clarity about what it is that you want going through this process. In terms of how to deal with what you say to your friends or what you share or don't share with your friends, that's like an individual thing. But it seems clear that there's going to be some emotions stirred up here, but ultimately this concept of your personal truth and a universal truth is key here for you. So let's take a look at the Six of Swords. You have the Death card again. So definitely a transition, a transformation. It's something that if you kind of struggle and try to hold on to something in the past, you're just going to have these like frayed edges that the the connection is just tethered, and it's still kind of not allowing you to move forward. Let's see what the Hermit has for us. We have the Ten of Swords. So it does seem like this transition here is going to cause a lot of mental gymnastics for you, Gemini. Maybe some indecision that you've already been dealing with, but it does seem that these, if this is a cycle or a pattern, it's one that is coming to an end and definitely is going to put you in a better place. And so with intimacy here, it seems like you're learning that there's intimacy amongst friends, in the sense that there are trusts and confidences that can be broken and shift, and kind of like, what do you do with that? And it does kind of spill into like romance, and romance spills into friendships. But ultimately, it kind of seems that this spread is kind of telling you to trust yourself more, and it will have a significant impact on your love life. We've got the Ten of Wands here, Ten of Swords here. That's like the end of two difficult suits. And the bottom of this deck is the Ten of Cups. That's a good 10 of Cups to have, but I'm going to close off this reading with an oracle card to see what's next for you in love. You have Sun, Source. So you will get re-energized. There is a bright day ahead of you, Gemini. So I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of love for you this month. We'll see you next time. Take care.